Test 1, 2. Hello. That should work. I think I am all set. So, let's click this and this. Reload my UI. Why did all of a sudden it looks like my font and everything, the text just shrunk on me. I don't know why, but it did. It's so weird. Okay, let me do a quick fix. Ah, my backdrop shadow thing. Let me fix that too. That didn't help. Maybe just a bit. Wow. Is it this one? It's this one. It might be not close enough. That seemed to fix it. Okay, back to this. Actually, let me fix my display settings. Display about 125. Did that make things screwy? Did not. Okay, back to this. Scale and layout. I want to change my... display. Landscape. It's... I guess I need to do a quick Google search on this. To make folder font size bigger. Start setting ease of access. Start settings. Ease of access. Oh, there you are. Let's see if this will work. Whoa! Oh dear. And that kind of worked. It needs everything bigger. Screen's kind of wonky. Revert back to about 110%. Hopefully it's not screwing up the stream. How's it look now? That looks decent. That looks legible. maybe I'm just getting old. I don't remember my my font size being smaller than it used to be, but whatever. Okay, I'm ready to get serious now. Serious mode. Okay. While I was doing that, I'm doing the forbidden method, utilizing AI art to give me some ideas to brainstorm. So, to explain why I have these brains here, it's a brain. Someone's brain from a CAT scan, where I was able to find the software to export their scan into a 3D model and print it out for them. On my to-do list, it was to revisit this project and pitch it out to other body scan centers. So instead of just handing them a 3D printed brain, to me, it could use more finesse, more of a nicer delivery than just, here's a brain, okay, bye. They were cool with it, but I feel I can do better. So yeah, this is a brain that I have set up to be hollowed out. So if I had this cube, what is this cube for? That's a small cube. That's my thickness cube. Let me insert another one. So with live boolean turned on, doing this might make more sense. So I hollow out my 3D pieces before I print them out. It saves on resin material, makes it not so heavy, and it's just a win-win for everyone. Under certain circumstances, I'll leave it not hollow, just to give it more structural support. But yeah, here's how it looks like when it's hollowed out. So you have a shell, pretty much. And this is a whole brain. I was able to print out a whole brain and two parts of a brain. Oh, where's my folder path at? Let me go back to here. Shift T. Whole brain. Maybe this one. So here is my half brain that I have hollowed out and left a little recess to add a magnetic puck here, so that both of these brains can attach and reattach. I don't have any extras here because I try not to have extra scraps or 3D prints laying around. It can be a problem when I have 3D printed stuff piling up on me. I try not to have a clutter. But for this case, I'm trying to remember when I last held it in my hand and how heavy it was, and also how strong the magnets were too. Because, well, actually, wait. Let me dig up some pictures. Or I might have some videos that I saved. Perhaps not. Well, anywho. Oh, actually, wait. I think I know where I can find it. Let's go here. Aha! My Google Drive link. So here... here... And... Nope, that's not it. Maybe it's this one. Yep, here it is. So there's that. Let's see, how can I do it? Oh, guess I'll have to yoink it. So here is the printed movie aside. Well, I'll just get rid of you. So here's this, off the printer, this lump of brain. I don't know if it can do videos in PureRef. I guess let's find out. Let me grab this. While I'm grabbing that, let me add this here too. That's the whole brain. 1-to-1 scale ratio of someone's actual brain. And here's the hollow brain I have here. I think that video is done. Where are you? There you are. Can I drag this in here? I cannot drag it in here. Now I know. What can I do? Oh, wait. I do have my whole screen I can do. So let me toggle this. Oh, before I do that, let me hide all this stuff first. Okay, so let's go into this mode. Hit this. Turn this off. There's the doggy. And then let's see if I can play it here. Voila. Copyright music. So in this video, yeah, it's a heavy piece. The magnets are just barely hanging on. Turn off mute music. The magnets are just barely hanging on, but it's just enough to support the hollow halves together. And then also, I could go back and repaint it. I think I did actually. I repainted it with a similar gray color just to mask those white scuff, or not white scuff. When it comes to 3D printing and resin, if you don't properly dry the isopropyl alcohol, it'll leave some white residue behind, and they'll kind of get built up, and kind of like a plaque on your teeth. So you'll either have to go back over with like a steel, not steel brush, but a brush, a wire brush, nylon brush, something that's sturdy enough to scrub off and break the alcohol residual and the resin that's dried up improperly. So yeah. Now, what I'm wanting to do, I'm wanting to create something that can hold the two brains in place. Voila. So here, so this is the file I need to work with. This is just the whole brain, but still fun to look at. I'll leave that there for now. But these two brains, however, let's dig into it. Oh, so I do this, okay. Minimize this. Okay, you don't see the doggy. What else do I have here? I have this, I have this, that, and that. Okay, that's good. Right. So I mentioned earlier about doing the forbidden method, telling AI to make me some ideas. What does it have so far? Well, so the key word I use is a desktop stand to hold a bisected football. Figure a football is it's a common word that the AI should know by now, what a football looks like and the shape, which is kind of close enough to a brain. So let's see. Here's one. Just kind of show you the result it spat out. Like, okay, cool. That's a neat little idea. But I'm looking for something that can go in the middle of the brain, and also like a steel plate or a slug to hold the two brain halves together. That's an idea. But then also, when I was doing this, making those two separate brain halves, they took a while. I don't like doing that. So it's just very tedious to go to hollow it out, cut it in half, and I literally had to move the brain around. I kind of had to like nudge it aside, like, come on, give me a nice, half point here. Yeah. And also, when it comes to getting ready to be sliced on the resin printer, I had to manually add supports to them too. The auto-generated supports wasn't as accurate as I would hope for it to be. So I still have to go back and add supports because there are a lot of, what's the word, islands that can appear. And since this is a very coral-like shaped brain, I had to angle my brain on the slicing software, ideally on the flat side here, so if there's a lot of support bumps, I can just easily sand off the flat side. But still, these little wiggly doos, the curves and stuff, there's also like supports inside the ridges, the valleys, so it's a pain to have to go and check it all and add supports so that it will print successfully and not fail. Yeah. I think what got me to kind of revisit this part is like, if there's something you really don't like to do, but someone's paying you for it, just give them the BS price, like a price that's like at least double or triple how much you would normally charge someone to do it. If they really, really want it and they pay for it, okay, then any project at a price that you're wanting is a deal. So yeah, deal or fair. Anywho, that's my little jibber jabber for now. What else is there? Other ideas. It's trying its best to kind of come up something to hold a football in place. So here's another one. But the word I'm using it's not giving me the result I'm looking for. Desktop stand to hold, let's say, 2 football halves at the center. What else was there? It's also doing its best to try to make it, I guess, reasonable. Like, it knows it can't have a floating football suspended in the air, even though you can see it being suspended in the air, or maybe it's touching this cradle, the crib here. What else? This one, it's a nice start. I'm sure there's a way to balance this. Say if the football wasn't an actual football, but something that has enough solid piece so you could tap, drill, screw to that point to the football, and here underneath it. And maybe if it's pivoted in the right way, you can make it a spinner, spin the football around. Not what I want with the brain though. Well, it's so with the new word, it's kind of on the right track. I need to have it think some more. This is something I had in mind already. Something in the center, a magnetic plate, and then something that could hold it upright, but something more nicer looking. Football, brains. What else do we have? So, say before the AI tool that exists now, I would have a paper and pencil and just scribble, literally scribble on a piece of paper. Random shapes, lines, something that could eventually be, oh, if I draw this line to this corner here and do this here, that could work. But now I'm having this thing think for me and give me some starter ideas. While I want the stand to be able to hold the brains, I also don't want it to be permanent, not a permanent fixture. Because, you know, it's your brain. You want to play with your brain, especially a printed brain. So, you want to be able to easily have access to it. And say if your friends came over, you can easily throw your brain at them. And, you know, the fun stuff. That's an idea. Then we have this football. That would involve a lot of magnets and getting the right polarization field. So no to that, but I like that. That's an interesting mock-up. What else? Nope, none of that makes sense. While it's still thinking, I'll just do some sort of mock-up here. So, something like this for sure. Also, let me hide this for now. Let me add a cylinder so I know exactly where the hole is. There's a hole. There. Let's get this one back in here. And back to my little doohickey. What if I change the wording up? Thinking. Center here. Center here. Bring this down. And also, so this little piece here, I'm already imagining in my head, this could be a laser cut acrylic piece with the other half of the magnetic puck that could be fitted in here. That weird constipated sound I just made. If I have two magnetic pucks in here, this being a positive side, this being a negative side, then this brain has to be the positive, and this one has to be the negative. Negative, positive. I think that's right. If two different polarity, they attract. Well, but I think that's how they work. What else? What else? Not that one. So plus, this was minus, plus, minus, plus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, plus. Okay, just making sure. Just making sure. So, one moment. So weird that every now and then my little backdrop screen, it's okay one night, and then another night it's just not. Guess I'll just bring it in closer or something. Okay, thinking. Well, it's just not thinking. It's not on the same page again. It's coming up with different things now. Like, like what is this? What is this? Okay, how about be more specific? Two footballs, one stand. Now for the base, or actually the base or the plinth, depending on how you want to call it. Put that here. I'll just nudge this over here. And this one I'll nudge this here. Bring it in. I guess it could be very basic if I did this. Do my 5-4. What? Oh, okay, that's lame. It was able to create the first prompt, but using the same word, it's like, nope, this contains some no-nos. We're gonna block it. Yeah, I had a hunch the word brain in the prompt wouldn't work properly. There's a thought. Maybe. Trying to figure out what is this? Roots, tentacles, okras. They're not attached, they are on their own separate base. Keep in mind, the brain bottom parts, they're not really flat. They don't really have a good 3-point contact. It'd be like here, and then maybe tip over. And not everyone's brains will be the same, unless I model in like a flat piece. That's interesting. What else? What else is here? Ooh. Okay, I like this one. Maybe? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. So here's this one. What made me ooh was like, oh, I forget. I can also like turn my square. Let's square it up. Oops, what direction I have? This way. For once. I want X and Z. So that one and that one. There. And at first, I thought, you know, if it's a square, you'll have some flat sides here that won't get in the way of things. But the brain takes up the width. So I could maybe scale it out this way, make it bigger. Also, if this in this shape, this just takes up less space, and I like that. This, though, what good would this do? ideas. I can't do a pull. That just would not work. It's gotta be this. So that's... What else could it be? If it's here, you have one flat side to display something, someone's name. If it's here, you kind of have two. Maybe something here. Like, if I do insets, something like this, and then say I extrude this and this. The more fancy I make it, the more parts will be required or more steps involved. Because this piece is one, and then this piece can be another piece that I'll just fit into with the hole cut out for the magnet. Ideas. Drink. What else do we have? That. Nothing that really stood out yet. This way, or this way? This way, or this way? I think also in this diamond shape, you'll have more stability, more weight distribution from the two brains here. This one, I'm sure it'll balance. Well, okay, we got this. Now it's just a matter of making it look cool, decorating it and whatnot. Weird. How come this isn't centered? Oh, there you are. Staring at a brain. Trying to figure out what else can I do with it? How would I section it off? How can I okay, another idea. Let's group this up. Idea or base one. So the other thing I have in mind is a bit too thick, but it should work with what I'm trying to do. Insert something here. Grab that, pull this out. You, and you. Ah, 5-4. 5-4. So there's this. If this were to be a separate bookend, what if I did increase this? And what if I lowered it down? Oh, I need to lower both of it down. Increase. Grab this. I guess both. Just make it thinner. Like so. I lose this. Because if it's the magnet that's holding it up, yeah, I need that here. If I didn't have that here, it'd just tip over. Like that. Okie doke. So yeah, it'll just tip over. So I need this one to be somewhat thick, that it won't break. And then this one will have to be low enough to scoop underneath the book. So I want it to be like this. I think this adds structural support. I'll say no to that one. Crease. The base. Ooh. ideas come to me. Or maybe also, it's late in the day. My idea juice is not there. Idea juice? Yeah. That's one thing I need to keep remembering. There's a time where you can, do the work no matter how late it is. But when it comes to thinking up something and it's late in the day, I just don't have any thinking power left. And it's giving me flashbacks. I did something similar like this previous stream years ago, where I'm trying to do a stream. Hey, watch me come up with an idea. Nothing comes up. And it's just me looking at stuff, scrolling through things. Not that entertaining. Yeah, I might scratch this, but I will do a quick save just to... I might come back to it later if I have something. Yeah, I got nothing. And I'm out of credits, so there goes that. And all of these unsafe image detected. That's not gonna help. Well, yeah, I need to think on this. I'll just wrap it up. The streams is kaput. Next time. Next stream I'll have something better. Now I know for sure I can't just think of something for a stream. Alrighty. Call it night. Let's do some Memorial Day weekend relaxing. Watch a movie, guys. Eat some popcorn. Whichever works for you. Thanks for whoever stopped in here to watch me play with the brain. Alright, see ya.